guys, so this is the strict muscle up video for Monday's negative muscle up transitions. First thing that we're going to want to cover is false grip. So you're going to need it on the eccentric portion of the movement. So make sure that you cover the false grip. Again, talk about the karate chop, reaching back, making sure the ring sits in the wrist versus actually being too much in the hand. And that they should feel the pressure here, however uncomfortable it is. I hate the false grip personally, so I feel their pain. But basically what we're looking to do is trace the most perfect strict muscle up range of motion we can on the way down. So just like you would do a negative pull up, chin over the bar, slow eccentric, we want the exact same thing for the muscle up with the exact same movement requirements that we usually do for the strict muscle up normal transition. So instead of pull tight to the chest, sit through, press, it's going to be the exact opposite. Down into the lowest dip they can, fold the rings into this little crouched elbow position, and then lower themselves down as slow as they can. So easiest way to get this set up is you're going to want to get boxes under a couple different sets of rings. I'll be in early Monday, so they'll be set up. But athletes can only do this if they're comfortable supporting themselves in the rings. If they can't do a basic ring hold, then they're going to be on low rings over on the other side of the room doing the exact same thing, but their feet are going to be closer to the ground and easier to support them so that it doesn't feel dangerous. But for athletes that are capable of ring support, they're going to get a box set up just like this. This is probably, I could go on a taller set of rings, so this might be better for shorter athletes. So you're going to have them set the box up behind the rings. They're going to set their hands, they're going to jump up to a locked out position, jump to lock out, find my hollow body, so I'm going to point my toes, get into this position. I'm going to come as low in my dip as humanly possible, and then here I'm going to find my false grip, bring my elbows through and in front, and then slowly lower myself all the way down to the ground. Again, I want the athletes doing this as slow as they possibly can. If they can't show control with their feet off the ground like I just did, so if they kind of just fall down from the rings basically, send them over to the low rings, and again do the exact same thing, except their feet are going to be on the ground, which is going to allow them to kind of slow down the movement and control the movement. Ideally, I'd like to see every athlete get at least 5 or so reps of this. I just want to bring you guys over to the low ring so I can show you exactly what I mean for athletes using their feet on the ground. Those rings are, there we go. All right, cool. So, we got 4 sets of rings over here. We can do the exact same thing. So they're going to get themselves locked out and support above the rings. Fully locked out, hollow body. They're going to have their, so these might be a little too high for me, actually, now that I think about it. So, sorry about that. An adequate position for the rings will be in full support, hollow body, with the feet on the ground, so that what they can do is they can use their legs to lower themselves all the way to that low dip. They can maintain their false grip, come through to here, and then lower themselves down as low as they can onto the floor. They may not be able to get through to full extension, but I want them to be able to do the slow, controlled portion of at least the negative dip transition, the full negative pull-up. We can work that in a different way if we wanted to. We could just have them do negative pull-ups, negative chest bars, something like that. So the important part is going through the transition and trying to develop some control in the eccentric portion, so going back down through it. If you guys have any questions, I know that this low ring setup is not ideal. If you have a better idea of how to have athletes who are not able to support themselves stably above the rings over there, by all means, please shout it out. I know if you also wanted to, you could stack some higher boxes, but again, those rings only come so low. So this might just be the easiest, safest option for athletes who aren't comfortable. So any questions, just let me know, guys. Thank you.